Okay, I'm back for some more. We started out with proper 12. Then we had a Clontarf, which was another uh, Irish whiskey. Then I had a third one, which was a Tullamore DEW. Sorry, Tullamore DEW, finished in rum casks. Now, last year in October, I went to a music festival down in Ocean Shores, Washington, and I had every intention of bringing back a bottle of Chivas Regal 18 because I had had a sample of that back in 2017 sometime, and I loved it. It was 40%. It was a blended 18-year-old whiskey, but it was just phenomenal. I loved that stuff. That was great. So I had every intention of bringing home a bottle of that stuff, and that's what I would be trying right now. However, I remembered how much I enjoyed the Powers signature, and it was such a good whiskey that I couldn't help myself. And I picked up this one, this one here. This is the Powers John's Lane 12-year-old single pot still Irish whiskey from the Middleton distillery. Excuse me. That was on the 18th of October 2019. And since then, a little bit of dust has collected on the top. That happens. I got a lot of things in this room that collect dust. Oh, and there's some paperwork that goes with it. Okay. Like John's Lane Distillery, Dublin, 1886. Wow. Wow. John's Lane Distillery. Wow. This is like a novel written about this. And it's got this little loop of paper that comes off. And it is wow. What is this? We couldn't have put it better ourselves. Jim Murray, the Whiskey Bible in 2012, talked about this whiskey. And it's got all this here. John's Lane Distillery, Dublin. Wow, this is like a novel written about this whiskey. I'll read it sometime, but not right now and not while I'm recording. But it's interesting anyway. I'm not going to read what Jim Murray said about it because I don't necessarily agree with Jim Murray on anything, especially given some of the choices that he's made. Follow the money is what I say. Maybe it's safe to read what's on the label, but first I'm going to pour a dram of this stuff because I love the Powers signature, and this might be even better. That's the way a whiskey. That's the way it should open. Just peel it, pop the cork. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So what does it say on the bottle? A bunch of things, I'm sure. Yeah. Single pot still Irish whiskey. Single pot still whiskey is unique to Ireland in general and to the Middleton Distillery, County Cork in particular, and is regarded as the quintessential style of Irish whiskey made from a mash of malted and unmalted barley and then triple distilled in traditional copper and pot stills. Pot still whiskeys are characterized by full, complete flavors and a wonderful creamy mouthfeel. This mark certifies single pot still. Okay. Powers John's Lane release tasting notes. Don't need to read those. And imported by Pernod Ricard, USA. There's a serial number on it. Great. John something. There's a date on it. What does that date say? It's hard to read. Huh. 17/01/13. So the 13th of January 2017? Could be. And yeah. Not much else to see there. Let's see what we get from. What's the percentage? Is it 46? Not very well marked on here. I think it said so on the box what the percentage was. Oh, there it is. Way at the bottom. 46% alcohol by volume. 92 proof. Okay. Now, what else about this before I go on? I bought it in Ocean Shores, Washington, and it cost me here $83.99. Subtotal $83.99. Washington liquor tax $17.22. That is a whopping $17.22 on top of $83.99. So then retail 750 mil tax was $2.83 USD. Grand total out the door $104.04 USD. We're talking United States dollars. So that would be about $130 Canadian. Yeah. But I like the power signature so much that if this might even be better than that. Let's see now what kind of leggings we get. Oh, yeah. We got a secondary ridge. Let's do that again. There. Nice. Looks like it's got some viscosity to it. Smells amazing. Oh, yes. I get some dark, dried fruity notes. I'm getting that tang from the unmalted barley. I'm getting woody notes from the barrels. Now, if this is not colored, it's got some sherry cask in there. Dark fruits, as well as that unmalted barley. It's a distinctive nose. You can't miss it. It's kind of grainy, and it's half grainy and half malted at the same time. But it doesn't come along as harshly as corn would or as softly as wheat would. Unmalted barley is a note all its own. And with that, I'm getting some dried fruits. Raisins, prunes, figs, dates, bit of sultana, classic. Smells beautiful. This cleanses my palate a little bit. From the other whiskeys I've had tonight. Take deep breaths, keep the mouth open, and sip. Oh. The sherry cask, or casks, the sherry cask influence of this 12 years old Irish whiskey balances perfectly the particular style of graininess that comes along with the unmalted barley that was distilled or fermented and distilled along with the malted barley. The balance between the two. And it's a long, long dry finish. Bit of a hug going down the throat. Long dry finish. My entire mouth is coated with dry, unmalted barley, infused with sherry. Let's do that one more time. Dark fruits and berries, blueberries, blackberries, Oh, and then that grainy note from the unmalted barley, which is just heavenly. It's perfectly balanced on the nose and on the palate. Mm. This is a very fine Irish whiskey. I am glad I picked this up. I'm going to add some water. See what I get out of that. Let's go for a couple drops, shall we? Well, that was one big drop. Probably the size of 2 small drops. It shouldn't affect the alcohol by volume percentage very much. But let's see if that opens up anything more on the palate, or on the nose actually. I don't think it opened up anything on the nose. The nose was great as it was to begin with. Maybe it cut down on the sherry a little bit, and it increased the influence of the unmalted barley, perhaps. Let's taste it. Oh. If anything, the water opened up more flavors from the sherry cask. Yeah. There is some Powers John's Lane is single pot still whiskey that promotes a glimpse of how pot still whiskey from the original John's Lane distillery would have tasted. The distillate has been matured mainly in American oak cask with a small inclusion of Iberian oak for balance and complexity, and then married to create the distinctive honey and spice flavor of Powers. I didn't get so much honey, but Iberian oak, definitely sherry cask. I didn't find it that spicy, but I found it very pleasant. Honey is one of those notes that I have trouble getting. It has to really smack me upside the head for me to detect it. I'm not getting that much honey, but I'm definitely picking up the sherry cask notes from the Iberian oak casks. Slanchula.
Foodquig.
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 Yeah.